Yes, sir. Welcome to the session.
And we are live.
What it do? Y'all already know.
Sixxcess. JmoneyGibbs.
It's the one and only Jzabel DaTruth. We live.
Yes, sir. Welcome to the session.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up?
What's up?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, listen, everybody is on edge because we missed last week because of the DMV Summer Fest.
Yes.
You guys look like you had a blast.
I definitely did have a blast. It was, needless to say, it was needed. Now, with me saying that, I have had my ears to the street.
Okay.
But before we talk about DMV Summerfest, I definitely have to acknowledge that today is September 11th. And
Yes,
about 22 years ago, if I'm not mistaken, 22 years ago was when we experienced the tragic events that many people lost their lives.
Yep.
And it actually changed a lot of things. I was looking at a post today and it talked about how flying through the airports have changed in regards to that. Like before you could just fly. Now you got to do a strip butt search just to get on the plane in so many words. So I wanted to just take some time to reflect on exactly what we were doing, or where you were and what you were doing at this time on that day.
I never forget it, young. I was knocked out in my bed. And my mom called me like, the world is ending and you're sleeping. And then I walked down to my girlfriend's house and chilled out there until I knew what was up. But it didn't really strike home to me really like that. Now, ironically, is that happened on September 11th. July 25th is the day I got out the military. So I got lucky because everyone else that I was in the military with, they got deployed quick.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm. Yep, I got out the military July 25th, 2001. And they deployed all them people September. Right after that happened, all them people went out there. That happened in September 11th, and all those people got deployed.
Wow.
So it was a blessing and a curse. I actually wrote about it in one of my songs, 2K. I actually wrote about that.
Oh, wow. That's different. Wow. I was actually, which is crazy, I was in my freshman year of high school. And
wow.
I remember going to class. So anybody that knows DC, I went to Cardozo. I'm a clerk. Go Clerks! Went to Cardozo Senior High School.
Sorry to hear that.
In DC or wherever. And our school is basically on a hill. So from the hill, you can see all of like downtown, the Monument, the Capitol, and Northern Virginia, and just stuff like that. And it was just crazy because everybody was like, I gotta go home. My mom's at the train. Like, we're in DC, and people are like, oh no, my mom's at the Pentagon. My mom's at the train station in New York.
Right.
And I was one of those people. I was like, oh, my dad works downtown. I don't know where the hell he works downtown, but I gotta go.
Were you scared? Well, yeah, if you was downtown.
I was high. So I was just like, I need to get out of here so we go smoke some more,
That's interesting. That's interesting as a freshman in
high school.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Savages.
Smoking early, unfortunately. But yeah, so it was just crazy, and it's sad that I find things comical now about it, but the people that lost people actually didn't find anything comical. Like it was nothing to. I think this is. Didn't we have the DC sniper the same year, if I'm not mistaken?
Probably so. Yeah, I don't really be like Me and Time is horrible. I don't remember. I remember events, but you know, to me, Time is just one big runoff. But I think that was the same year, if I'm not mistaken, because I was, well, that might have been later.
Yeah, I think it might.
Because I was actually working for the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation when the DC sniper happened. I'll never forget it because I was working with my cousin and she was like, "Get out and pump the gas," and I was like, "Wait," I felt like I was being like I was really tested at that time. I was just like, "Yeah, fuck it, I'll take the train." Forget it. I'm not getting out and pump the gas.
Wow, that's that's pretty crazy. But I just wanted to give 2 to 3 minutes to 9/11 and those who lost their lives there, or to the loved ones. I know that this day probably doesn't bring you great memories, but it's a part of history. And with that being said, FatTrel made history in DC.
FatTrel made history in DC.
Yes, I believe it was a historic moment. What I will say about FatTrel is that you said you was going to do something and you're working towards it. It may not be perfect. You're not going to make everyone happy. But you started laying down the groundwork. You said in your interview on Big Facts that we don't come together here and we don't have anybody that, basically we can look to bring to come see the talent here. You stated in Big Facts that you're about unity and you're trying to bridge the gap and bring the city together. I appreciate the effort that you're putting into it because of all of our biggest stars, you're the only person that I can remember is doing this. And whether you're doing it to line your pockets or whether you're doing it for the city is yet to be determined. However, what I did like about the event is that the mayor and the mayor's office supported you. So from me to you, keep doing what you're doing. Keep on trying. Don't pay attention to the hate. And it seems like all the haters were the people that weren't invited to perform. So yeah, you're doing something right. You're definitely doing something right. And I did see the day after a lot of rappers was mad. The only person that I felt I would have liked to see on that stage that was not there was Killer Keisha. And anybody that knows me know I am a die-hard Killer Keisha fan. So that is just one person that leave me alone. That's just one person that I definitely missed that wasn't there. And it seems as if it's some conflict between either her team, her neighborhood, or her and him, because it was a lot of DC rappers that had a lot to say. They felt like FatTrel was blackballing them, or they felt like he was dick riding, is what they said. They said he's dick riding on certain rappers. He's clout chasing, is what a lot of rappers who weren't invited to perform. This is what they are saying. Now, these same rappers, and I'm about to land real quick. These same rappers that had this to say about FatTrel has that sound that really not too many people are interested in. They have a lot of beef. And I think he made a very strategic decision to exclude anybody that would have brought anything to damage his first event. And when I say his first event supported by the mayor's office. Because there was a representative from the mayor's office that was there. Of course, we had Councilman Trayon White there. Big G is a big advocate for the city. He had a lot of backing from even the police department. Now, let me shout out DCPD. Is that what they call MPD? Let me shout out MPD.
I already know what they call.
Right, because I don't indulge in criminal activity, right? So I want to shout out the
Right.
police department, the Metropolitan Police Department, because they were respectful of the event. One thing that I noticed is that when FatTrel went over his time, they did not bogart the event. They did not make a scene. Oh, get out of here! They not even security did that. The police stood by quietly
Mhm.
and they notified whoever and they kindly told him, hey, you know, you're going over time, and he ended the show. It was violent free. It wasn't no violence, no beefs, no dramas inside of the event, which I think we can all clap for that.
Yeah,
we've
we could
been
definitely.
we've been trying to it looked like DC and Baltimore put their little issues aside, which we don't really have no issues. It just be like we just be bidding on each other. But Baltimore came out. I really appreciated that, to see that. And overall, I just think I think it was a success.
Not like I do wish I could have been there. I only got to see it from you all's page and everyone's page. Now I ain't gonna lie. I guess I'll get all the mushy stuff out the way before I become a harsh critic. But I am very much so pleased that young FatTrel was able to put together something like that, right? And I also, I don't care about the artists that didn't get a chance to perform or didn't get invited, because that man have been locked up for years. You had enough time to do your own event, your own thing, and invite as many people as you wanted. So don't you tell a man who you should have been
Yeah.
on his stage. That's his event. Now, even if he is dick riding, I'm pretty confident that if he was dick riding, it was the people that was dick riding him. Duh. If you're a fan of me, I'm a fan of you. If you don't like it, oh well. Nobody else in the DMV is making anything close to that right there. That type of move was major for the DMV. As a matter of fact, it was one of those moves that sets up the pieces for 3 to 5 years later, right? I mean, because y'all complained about Broccoli Fest. Broccoli Fest didn't have enough DMV artists on it, and it's here. What was the other festival that Pharrell did? It didn't have enough DMV
Yeah.
artists, and it's
What's that in
here.
made in the water or something
Yeah,
like that?
something in the water, something in the water. Then there was another festival, the Cannabis Fest. Why did the DMV Fest, the DMV artists, we supposed to be here? So I want to give FatTrel a real clap at his first try at being a promoter. Um, Now, I also, while staying on the positive side of things, I also like the fact that this type of moment to be done on a holiday, right? To be done on a
Mhm.
holiday, and a lot of these artists really, they're only on my radar now because of this event. A
Mhm.
lot of the artists that got to perform, but I will do some harsh critiquing if I'm allowed without it being transcended as hate.
I'm gonna call you a
DM,
hater regardless.
DMV artists have to learn how to perform, yeah. They gotta learn how to
Okay,
perform, yeah.
we're about to have a debate here, guys. It's about to get intense because let's
It was a,
go. Let's go,
it,
Six. Because it was only one, two, 3 times, and there's 2 people I didn't post, and it's because their performance was so horrible, and one of them didn't even say their name.
it's crazy because I
So
saw your page. I saw a couple of other pages, of course, like the DMV pages and stuff like that that were sharing, and the DC artist pages and stuff. And I was just like, I saw one artist that had like a routine, some type of choreography. She was doing her thing with her background dancers. They was all wearing the same
shout out
thing.
Kazo. I'm so proud of you, girl. Like I had to tell her,
That
I'm
was
like,
her name.
yes,
Yep.
I remember when she was shy. Like she used to be shy. Like
Yeah,
I
shout
met
her
her.
out. That was good.
Yeah, I met her. Shout out to DMV Hoods and News and Wall because I did see him at the event as well. But I met her at his event. And back then, like, let me just
But like honestly, when I think about the performances, why I don't want to be as hard on it, because I don't take that as an event where they were trying to showcase the DMV's performances. More so showcasing their unity and showcasing that they're together and showcasing that, they all are willing to come together and make something happen. But I really would like to see some performances, you know what I'm saying? To see some stuff put together,
So which
instead of just
one?
a bunch of
Let's
niggas.
just go through it. I want to hear your critiques, because to me, I understand exactly what you're saying. Like, if you're talking about the big, I call them the big three, right? So we got Flock, 3O, and Lil Dude. To me,
Yeah.
those are kind of like the big three in the area.
Okay.
Outside of Wale, FatTrel, and Jzabel. So to me, I understand what you're saying, because it just seemed like they just got up there and was just having like community, like they weren't really.
Pass the mic. It looked like pass the mic. One of them, little dude, I believe it was holding his phone in one hand and his juice in the other hand, trying to hold the mic like this, and was trying to give a performance. I mean, all right.
He actually did really good, and I'm not even like.
I mean, he maybe did.
Outside of that clip, because I know when I clipped it the way that, to me, I clipped it like, okay, the littest moments of the performance. But just to his credit, before it was hot. I drank 3 bottles of water. It was hot. So go ahead. But
Y'all don't think Beyonce hot out there? And they say she performing for 3 hours. But I'm not gonna compare her to Beyonce because that ain't fair. but what I'm saying is, there were a lot of people on the stage, right? Mm-hmm. Now, me personally, I'm big on how my stage looks when I'm performing. I don't want people just on my stage hanging, taking up camera space, right? And it looked like a lot of people were just hanging. They wasn't even really like interjecting with the performances. There was kids on the stage just standing there while they were performing, like, and I was like, dang, they have not been. Where's the crowd grabbing? Where's the like getting these people? Now you know who I blamed.
Oh.
I blamed the radio stations and the media, because you bring all these people out here, and this big festival is happening, and who the headliners of this festival are, but yeah, it seemed like people didn't really know their songs. And I mean, could the records not play on the radio leading up to the event in rotation heavy, so that when those bystanders was coming in there, they knew these songs? Is there nothing that could have been done to like put type of awareness, I guess? And then of course the artists have not really been in that. I think that was most of them, that's the biggest that they've ever performed in front of.
I wouldn't say that.
I mean, not Lil Dude.
If you
not Lil Dude, 3O Black, and Flock. Obviously, they performed in front of crowds. But we're talking about the Fullers.
Yeah, I missed the earlier performance with the ladies. I think shout out to Miss Kanaya, that's my friend's daughter. She performed. Pinky the Rapper, I missed her, and I missed B-Vibes. So I missed most of the ladies. By the time I got there, it was Big G and T.O.B., and then the performances started. So out of all,
how was the go-go vibe versus the music vibe? The artist side of it.
I caught the end of the go-go part, but even to me, I didn't go there to see go-go. I could go to the go-go any day. I went to see, me. Like I told you, me. I thrive off of watching underground artists perform. Like if I'm going to spend my money to go to a club, I'm going to go to a showcase. I'm not going to go to a regular club unless a celebrity there. If I want to hear go-go, I could go to the go-go, but I thrive off of the talent in this area, and that's what really got me. So when you say, of course, YBS Schooler, he's big. So he's performed in front of larger crowds. The dude, oh my gosh, Moose from B-More.
Now I've read about Moose.
Dum
What's the
Dum.
name?
Hey,
Did a
we go Dum Dum.
Dundu's opened up for Moose, so that's how I know about Moose.
I really enjoyed that performance. I would say, so the one performance that I didn't post, the artist was horrible. He sounds like a typical DMV rapper, and he did not. He was mouthing, and let me tell you, because y'all got a show coming up. And I'm about to talk to the artist that's going to be performing at your show. Like most of the lineup that I sing, a lot of them do well. But there's a couple of people out there that do that mouth singing shit that I don't like. All right, if you're going to mouth,
go ahead now.
If you're going to mouth or what is it, lip sync, at least say 1 or 2 words.
Now, if you're going to lip sync, don't show up.
Hey, you don't get up there and be walking to the side talking, and we can see that you not saying nothing. I don't like that, and that's exactly why that artist did not get posted. So I don't care if he's watching my page like she posted everybody but me. You're damn right.
I'm not gonna count. I hate when artists do that.
I'm not gonna post trash. Like this was a representation of the area. You know another thing that I like?
Tell me.
It's an all-age event. So to all you artists that's mad that you wasn't invited, do you have kid-friendly music?
Hello. I'm so glad you said that.
I don't even remember hearing too many curse words. Like I don't.
There was a few.
But I didn't hear. It wasn't like outrageous. Yeah, they did a 1 or 2 drill songs here and there. But as far as the overall thing, like it was.
Y'all know who my favorite DMV artist is, right?
You said
y'all know my favorite DMV artist is.
Wale?
No. Wale's a great guy, though. Wale's a great guy. But my favorite is 3 Black.
Oh.
No. I don't want to be that egotistical. Like I don't even put myself in the same pot with artists from the DMV. I don't even put myself in the pot with artists. It's like when you talk about basketball and you be like, oh, who's the GOATs? Like Michael Jordan or LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't have to talk about Kobe because we know Kobe's greatness. Like I'm the Kobe of the league. They got their LeBrons and Michael Jordan talks. Nobody have to mention me, but I'm the Kobe. I get the rings. I get the job done. You know what I'm talking about? I get the numbers. But when I think about my favorite artist is 3 Black though.
Mm-hmm. Right? Shout out to Theo.
So when I seen them there, I was like, wow, like it's really crazy because I look at this and I'm like, FatTrel, 3 Black, that's a lot of star power. And I don't think that they even understand the star power that they have.
I'm
so it's like
about to throw your curveball after you finish.
So no matter what they prepare for out there in that element, DMV's ready to take in whatever they give them. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna eat that up. Big Fly, they're gonna eat that up. I'm shocked. Was Mark Chopper on the ticket?
No, Mark Chopper wasn't. Happy belated birthday to Mark Chopper anyway, because they had Chopper Day with his day yesterday. It's a lot going on down here, but let me throw you a curveball right here.
Throw it.
85% of that crowd was there to see KP Skywalker.
Yeah, I've been hearing about that youngin' blowing up lately.
If you go through my phone and that's why I kept paying it to the audience. So Lil Dude, I'm just from me being there. Lil Dude and KP Skywalker had more. Like if anybody's gonna book DMV artists, I would say right now, KP Skywalker is it. Him, Lil Dude still got the people. And if you're gonna book somebody from Baltimore, of course, YBS Schooler or Moose. But KP Skywalker got it right now because the way the crowd and men, I'd be telling y'all, make the ladies buy the music. Ladies gonna show up and they gonna buy them tickets. They gonna fill them seats because when that little boy got on, I'm talking about girls. Like the little girl next to me was screaming, like everybody was dancing. I'm like, good thing I know who he is. But I was surprised because I was like, damn, if I'm gonna book somebody, I'm gonna book him. He gonna fill up.
So who is this kid? Where did he come from?
I don't really know too much about KP. Shout out to my homegirl Nyla, because she's the one, like, and I gotta shout out my homegirl because she keep me up with the, like if I miss an artist, she's going to tell me what's hot right now. And she told me about 3 months ago, it had to be 3 to 4 months ago. She was like, "You listen to KP?" She was like, "You know who KP is?" I was like, "Nah." She was like, "Check him out."
I want him to get a bio. I want him to get a bio. But I like her. I like him. When I come to, I don't care. A bio can say I just started in 2023. But when I get to a page and I see that, I'm like, okay, I see an artist who's marketing. I see an artist who's smart. And then it's transcending live, right? I tell a lot of, it's so amazing that this has become a goddamn learnable, teachable moment. And I love when life throws me a curveball like this. And I'm glad you threw it because I like to have a chance to swing at it if you don't mind. I like to have a chance. And this guy, KB Skywalker, now, I asked where did he come from? And I don't know. And you don't know either.
Well, I know he's from DC.
Well, that could be questionable. We could read his bio later and find out he's from Bowie.
I mean,
Suitland. We don't know yet. We don't know. He's not telling us. It's a secret. But yet, I'm pretty confident I'll get on here, and there's a lot of artists that I go here and they ask me to check their page and they say it's nothing there. I go on a lot of artists' pages and I check it, no monthly listeners, no listens, no streams, and I automatically get unexcited. I went to this artist page, I see 45K people already ready and locked in. I immediately want to become one of those 45K and figure out what is going on. Now I'm intrigued. And to hear that it transcended well over into live, to have the crowd going crazy when you up there is even another reason now where I'm like, wow. Now, I'm not going to hold you. How many other people do y'all believe when they said, have you heard of KP Skywalker, searches them, sees these numbers and do the same thing I just did?
I mean, I don't know. I don't go to the bio. I go to the bio.
I mean, listen, you probably know.
Hold on, where are you looking for the bio?
I went on Spotify. I went to see if Spotify even gave me links to where he is. There is no links to where he is. There is no way to find this guy. This guy is a ghost. Let's look up his label here. Beat the Odds LLC, CO New World Distribution. So, that's care of. Okay, y'all, that was a dumb moment, but yeah. New World Distribution. So that's amazing to see that somebody. Now I'm gonna tell y'all something here. What I usually do, when I really check out an artist, and see like how much they got their stuff together. And I could do all that right now in a few minutes and see what he's hitting on. But the thing, what I'm saying is, a lot of y'all artists are not taking care of your immediate reaction with what they're going to see. They don't seem to care about it, And even when you get a lot of artists that are asking, well, why couldn't I perform at this event? Why couldn't I be there? You're one of those artists that didn't care about what people think about when your name is mentioned, right? Because if you are in a bunch of beefs and beef with every neighborhood and making every diss record and that's your niche, well, I can't have you at Family and Friends Day, And to be quite honest, can I really have you at Club Day either? Do I want you at Club Night when your BS may be my BS? So now you got to make your own name. Now I'm going to definitely check out this KP Skywalker character because I want to hear what his music is. It's hitting on.
It's for the ladies, and the reason he definitely got some distant songs as well, which is what I heard. But he performed for the ladies, and they were going crazy. Like when I tell you, you would have thought it was Usher or shit. Back in the day, B2K. Like, that's how them young girls was like. And then when he left, you knew he left. And
they left too?
That's all I'm saying.
Did they leave too?
That's all I'm saying. Because I think Lil Dude went first. And the guys, now for Lil Dude, it was the guys that was kind of like the girls and the guys, but you could see the guys like really like one little dude was like jumping, like he was going crazy for Lil Dude. I was like, okay, now I know who the book if I had something. Like, yeah.
I respect a BMI artist. KB Skywalker, being my artist for all y'all people that don't understand how this game works. You see what I'm saying? Like, taking care of your business. Take care of your business. Proud of you, young man. I'm proud of that young man.
So that I feel like it was definitely one for the city. We can do nothing but clap this. Like I can't see how, like, even when I saw people being mad and hating, like, people started posting their showcase the same day. Everybody was posting their showcase to kind of say, oh, well, I could do it better. Well, if you could do it better, why didn't you do it for the city?
I'm not going to hold you. Nobody, listen, a showcase is, you can post the best showcase in the world. It's not going to compare to someone putting on a festival for you. Right? I mean, y'all, leave the man alone. He's not a promoter. He's just a rapper that wanted to do something for his city that now possibly may happen every year with the city begging for it.
Yep.
So, I hate to tell y'all, I've been telling y'all promoters a long time, y'all been doing it wrong, and us artists do it better. I mean, there's a reason why I was able to get more artists at my shows than a lot of y'all promoters get in y'all shows still to today. It's because artists, we do it better. It's not aligning. And I heard the comment that someone said he just was trying to line his pockets. Trust me, it takes a lot of money to pull off what happened, to pull off what was pulled off. Even if he broke even, it wouldn't matter. Even if he made a couple of thousands of dollars, it wouldn't matter. Because at the end of the day, anytime a man shares a little bit of his life with you and you don't understand what's really happening, then that's your fault for falling in that. It's your fault for failing to finish the mission. Because even if a man allows you to put your toe in, right, in the light, and everyone is looking, and you're not wiggling your toe so somebody can ask whose toe is that, it's your fault.
I just wanted to share this right quick for those who didn't see it. If you did, it was the message that he gave at the end that like really was like, okay, like maybe you are genuine about what you're doing right now, because like I don't know, like you said, if y'all could,
JMoney, my man JMoney in the car.
If y'all could do it better, then do it. That's all he was. That's all we were saying.
They say we can't come together. They say all we want to do is beef with each other, but that's not true. I see a lot of good men, a lot of different hoods, a lot of rappers, a lot of street niggas, a lot of bad bitches in the building from all over the city. In this motherfucker under one roof right now, and we vibing, nigga. Rock a dawn and a rock a sheets and fun done, nigga.
Yeah. That's it. Rocket sheets and funnel, because that's what we was smoking. And yeah, hey J Money, it would be nice if you could
tell him he can come to work late. You come to work late.
He responded to my text. You got a phone to watch the show. Use your fingers to text me back.
Use your fingers to text me back.
Yeah. So that message at the end definitely was what it was. So
yeah, no, and like that's the most perfect message in the world right there, because he right. They say we can't do nothing together. That's why you only got 2 venues, maybe 3 venues that really be popping in the DMV when big timers come in town. They do a beeline in and out of that joint. That's why hardly any of your artists, when they make it out, they don't do anything. I mean, yeah, FatTrel honestly is the perfect person to lead this front.
Yep.
I mean, not because he's at the height that he's going to be, right? But because he's been around the big dogs,
Yep.
he's impressionable enough to tell people that ain't it, and they listen.
Yep.
Right? So he's the perfect person to lead the DMV. Actually, he may be the perfect person to actually get a lot of stuff set up. But we need some people that can actually, we need ears in the DMV. Like, the DMV don't got no Diddies. The DMV don't got no Birdman. DMV don't got no Master P.
I think
DMV don't.
Working on, because let's just give him, and I have to be honest. I thought he blocked me at one point because I used to go in on Trill. Like, I used to be like, you're a waste of talent. You're just a waste of my eyes to see. Why are you on my timeline? But I'm not going to unfollow you. Like, I used to go in his comments and go ham, like, even in the DMs. Like, what are you doing? And I always talk shit about him because I felt like he made a lot of stupid ass mistakes. He made a lot of dumb choices. But this is his retribution. It seems like he's trying to, like, redirect things. Like, he's trying to do things right this time. And we can't expect the same FatTrel we had 10, 15 years ago. This man is about business. And if you guys choose the beef, then you won't be a part of the business. And that's just what it is. And I like what he's doing. And another hand clap to FatTrel. But it seems like Gunna is holding the weight for male artists, for male hip hop artists.
I don't like you for that. Like, honestly, if what you're doing with this headline may cause us to not be getting invited to FatTrel's next event because we'll be beefing. Like, we're not gonna be doing this. Like, I don't wanna make you out to be the enemy here. But to ask is Gunna saving male hip hop is really preposterous. No, he's not saving male hip hop. Why is the idea that male hip hop went anywhere? We're still the top dogs.
Well, according to sources, according to one hit wonder Trinidad James, he stated he doesn't. Let me pull this up, and then
you better make me roll up. Because you just
actually
you really just mentioned the dude that got sexy red nail polishes on. Like, his nails. You see his nails?
No.
He can't speak for males in the hip hop industry. He can't speak for it.
Well, let's look at Gunna's performance. Let's look at Gunna's performance and just see. Well, let's just see.
He looks sick up there. He about to go tell right now.
I don't want to get the copyright strike, y'all. So
I'm free. I'm free because I snitched. I ain't tell him everything, but I told him something. I tried to get it out. I ain't want to do jail. I had to tell. Ain't want to do jail. I had to tell. Ain't want to do jail. I had to tell. That's what the song says.
The crowd is going crazy.
Nuts!
Right.
All those wild people.
So on Tuesday, a couple weeks ago, Atlanta MC, he took to Instagram, Trinidad James, to shed some positive light on the current state of music, more specifically male and hip hop. Now, a lot of people are mad that Gunna is a snitch. However, Gunna is filling them seats up, honey. Say what you want, but people are still banging Gunna. And he even showed love to my boo Young Thug. Free Robert. I say that all day, every day. Free Robert too. But while we're at it, I mean, just look, the people are going crazy for him. And is it me, or do Gunna look like a dyke?
Okay, so I'm not doing that. But what I am gonna challenge is this, right? When you get to that level, and I mean, Gunna is a big time artist, yes, but Live Nation is doing a great job in putting people in front of him that wants to see him. But as I'm looking at it, as the lights flash, and I'm looking at a lot of those hands, It's crossed over. It's a lot of white people in that crowd. That crowd is looking mighty wide. So, is he saving hip hop?
Hold on, wait. Now, Trinidad James says, please stop saying summer was boring. That's a lie. You want to make true at Gunna saved it for male hip hop. God don't make mistakes. So, what hip hop artists put on what male hip hop? Because I know the ladies ran to summer.
Uzi.
Shout out to Sexy Red. Who?
Uzi.
Who?
Uzi. And if I'm not mistaken, Kendrick still took home the Grammy. Okay, Kendrick still took home the Grammy for Album of the Year.
I'm just saying, this is what the streets are saying.
Listen,
I don't know. We're not talking about conscious rap. We're talking about trap rap or street rap or whatever.
He didn't say that though. He said hip hop
is not a part. But we look at Kendrick like kind of like who really? A lot of people.
Hip hop though, and Lil Uzi Vert. So way more than everybody. Hip hop do. You know. So. Listen, I don't like what Trinidad James is doing. Like, if he's a groupie, he's a groupie. But what Gunna did was cool. Yes, it was cool only because it was surprising. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I thought we wasn't rocking with Gunna. But what we learned now is no one cares if you snitch on gangbangers and stuff anymore. You know what I'm saying? When they gave up their hope, when they started selling that dope, when they started thinking that life was a joke and started gang banging, hey, that's how it is. Nobody seems to care anymore about the gangbangers. And I'm sorry that it's like that. Not all of them can get the love like Uncle Snoop can. So that has nothing to do. It has nothing to do with Gunna saving hip hop. Hip hop has been good, and if he's talking about males in hip hop, the males in hip hop are still on top. I don't. Only one that's really doing the numbers with men, and that's on a 5-year-old album, is Cardi B. The rest of them are not doing no numbers, or are not on the level of the men. And it's like watching a bunch of people around the schoolyard like have to do too much. You don't see the top dogs. They don't have to do anything, and they still getting ran to. The men still run the hip hop game. Women are having their nice moment, their nice run, but there's still all the men on tour. There's still all the men just walking home with the Grammy Album of the Years and all that stuff. So I did hear one interesting fact. This is the first year that no male artist was nominated in a VMA or something like that.
Interesting.
That is interesting.
You say Currency is the top male artist.
Who said that?
Shaq.
Damn, he don't even smoke weed, but I think he getting some good second hand. He's getting some excellent second hand.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to y'all for coming through.
Okay, so look, why do we care about artists like this selling out tickets? They're always going to sell tickets. Live Nation is selling their tickets for them.
Regardless, them seats was filled, okay? So let's just the seats were filled. And I don't know. I think Fuck You.
And look.
I listened to a Gunna song. What day was that? Fuck You Mean came on. And I was like, oh, it's not bad. But I would never really like. I'm a Young Thug fan, so anything that Young Thug has that Gunna is on, I would listen to. But I've never really sought out Gunna. Like you're saying Uzi Vert, and I'm like, unless it's on the radio, I'm sorry, but
don't do that,
some weirdos, I'm just not even interested unless like it's already on the radio.
Uzi's one of the greatest artists of our time right now, of this time.
Uzi is nice. I'm not even gonna lie. I heard a few songs from his tape, and if I'm not mistaken, I probably listened to the whole thing just so I could have something to say. But Uzi is not somebody I'm checking.
Of course not.
So I mean, and people like me.
You don't want to feel like a weirdo because you don't want to feel like a weirdo. You don't want to feel like a weirdo.
That, a lot of backpack rappers check for Uzi, but like trap rap and like that era, like we're like, okay, if he makes a song and it's a nice beat, yeah, cool, but like the guy is a fucking weirdo.
Okay, listen. So
people think that like that.
You're on record as your favorite artist being Gucci. So I don't.
Well, not anymore. Gucci isn't my favorite artist anymore.
I totally understand. But what I'm saying is, there's no way an artist like Uzi Vert could be on your radar when you're in the Gucci in the world.
I like Lil Yachty. I can listen to Lil Yachty all day.
Of course you can, because he writes for all your females that you love all day.
But I'm saying, he's still like he's still along what is not raw rap to me. He's still like on the outskirts, but I just listened to his last album. I played that joint twice.
Yeah, Lil Yachty and Lil Uzi are two totally different spectrums of artists.
Okay, so who can I compare to Lil Uzi? Like, I don't listen to no Trippie Redd or no shit like that either.
Right. See, that's what I'm saying. Those are them. Like they're called like rappers.
They all fall in the same box.
No way. You disrespect. Don't do that. Don't do
Lil Nas X. I like those two songs. I love Old Town Road. And is it Montero or Montero?
Montero. No.
I like that song too.
Lil Nas X is a great songwriter, and he's in pop rap. He's like pop rap. I don't think listen, like, all right, I ain't gonna lie to you. You gotta be an evil person. You have to be an evil person to hate pop rap. You have to be an evil person to hate pop rap. If I turn on a pop rap song to to a person, and they're like, I don't like this. I'm like, oh, what is wrong with you? Like, so if you don't like it, we know why you don't like it. If someone says I don't like Lil Nas X, we know why they don't like Lil Nas X. It's like, okay, we get it.
So I think the reason I'm not really heavy into Uzi, Trippie Redd, and artists like that is because I don't like too much auto-tune. Like, I know everybody uses it, but I don't like that sound. I can't stand it. It gives me a headache. To me it's the vibrations. Like, we've talked about vibrations in music, and anything with too much auto-tune is like, it just really grinds my brain. I like original voices. Like, I like authenticity in your voice. Yeah. Like, it's cool when you use it sometimes, like when Drake uses it when he's singing, because I guess he's trying to alter his singing voice, but you can still hear Drake's voice. If I can't hear your voice and all I'm not going to really, I'll probably listen to it once, that's it. I just can't do it. So that's probably why, because I think Uzi is heavy on I can't. I'm sorry. I can't.
Listen,
that's not my realm.
I ain't gonna lie. Uzi one of those artists that I turn on when I'm taking a long road trip, like when I ride up the road home, or when I go down to Orlando or Miami and I'm driving down there, and if I leave in the middle of the night and I'm getting sleepy, I turn on that Uzi or Future. The Future is probably my favorite artist, my favorite current artist. He knows it.
He's cool. Used auto. See, but when Future, I can still hear Future's voice though, and Future's his new albums remind me of damn, what the fuck is the name of that shit? It was a mixtape he did back in the day with the song Stevie One. He had a song called Stevie One. Like, to me, it's still like his voice. I think his voice is what it is, and the auto tune doesn't really alter it.
Nas X is a hip hop artist, and you're right. Future knows how to use the auto tune to his advantage.
Yeah, I can listen to Future all day too, but you know what, Six?
I gotta stop disrespecting Nas X, man.
How we disrespect him?
He is a hip hop artist. In this comment, Agent 9 says Nas X is not a hip hop artist.
Oh, anyway, I like when he looks regular.
Who that?
Lil Nas X. I like when he looks like kind of regular instead of looking. But Gunna definitely saved y'all. So be mad all you want to do.
Ain't no man running around with wings on his back talking about he saved the men in hip hop. Yeah, he had feathers on his back, man.
So, as we're talking about the music industry and music artists, I want to get into a topic that I think me and you have discussed before, but I don't think we really went into pretty much too much detail about it.
Yeah.
Um, and this is in regards to basically artists getting features from other artists. I'm getting ready to share this with you once I have it on my phone, but I guess I have to find it on here. So basically, an artist named Live Sosa says, "Be careful copying features from major artists." And what he says, here you go, right here. Let me come back over here. Y'all, my bad. My voice is gone. It's halfway gone. I was at a family event and
Yeah, hey, listen.
it was lit. That's all
I
I'm
think
saying.
everyone that follows you saw the turn up.
Hey, yeah, them old people in my family, they be hey, yo, they be getting it, yo. I
Listen, you're
love
like, I
going to
really,
visit them.
I really hate anytime I see anything with the name Finesse two times attached to it, right?
Hmm.
I'm trying to understand to people. I'm trying to get people to help me understand what do they expect to get from an artist named Finesse two times.
I don't know, but if he dumped the BBJ, you ain't need him anyway, girl, and you and Swag Jazz need to hold on. Let me come on this because I'm gonna clip this and post it. If he dumped BBJ, you don't need him, girl. You and Swag Jazz needs to reboot the Savages because y'all started that shit down there in Memphis. And I like Glorilla and everything, and I like Gloss Up and everything, but I still got y'all album. So y'all need to kind of reboot what y'all did, come back out, drop some music. You are very talented. You don't need to be a third piece to his puzzle. Like,
Rise up, girls. Wise up.
screw you. But anyway, let me
I got your back. Ain't nobody gonna have your back like me.
if y'all okay, so Loud Sosa says, if y'all can't see, I'm gonna read it for you. If y'all do get a feature from Finesse two times while he's here or anyone, hit me. If you need help with the contracts, there's no point. Yeah, hold on. If you need help with the contracts, that. There's no point in getting a feature if it is not cleared with the management and label. A lot of artists will get features from artists and then have to pay another fee when they realize they can't put the song out. And if you get that feature, I advise you to shoot the video the same day. Also, in the contract, it needs to state that they have to post it and promote it for a certain amount of time. Because if they don't, that does you no good. Because you don't have the fan base like theirs, and that's exactly what you're paying. Thoughts? What are your thoughts?
So I 1000% agree with this man. But I'm gonna go a step further and say, stop begging major artists for features, people.
Why?
Well, aside of everything that he just said, you don't need it. You don't need it. You're doing this to, you're doing this to grab this man's fan base, to grab this man's whatever the case may be, pause. But the reality of the matter is this. If you work your tail off, right? And if you put the money that you put into getting that feature down into your own career and making your own plays and putting some stuff together with your management team, with your publicists and stuff like that, then those artists will have to either come to you or you'll realize I don't need them.
I was just about to say that. If you're good enough, the larger artists or the more, I guess, popular artists will come to you, y'all, and Sexy Red is proof of that. When Pound Town came out, everybody was hating. Oh, what is this? What is that? What is this? What is that? Well, then Nicki jumped. And that, I don't know if that helped her career or is her being herself helped her career, but you can see now, look at every big artist. Like Dirk want to do a song with her. Like everybody want to do a song with her now.
When you're hot, everybody gonna want to do a song with you.
Yeah, so just get hot. That's what you need to do. You need
and
to
when
get
you're
hot.
proven, oh my God, you can survive
Yeah.
5-6 years off just doing a collab a year.
Yeah, and I have to go back to this because I'm also a Suki fan, but I'm starting to understand what Tasha K was saying. Tasha K said Suki has to do all of these antics to get people to listen to her music. Sexy Red ain't doing shit besides not putting on makeup. Like, that's it. She's not putting on makeup and she's not getting her nails done all the fucking time. You know what I'm saying? Like, she wears regular clothes, you know? So, it's like, if you're talented, if you're really talented, you don't have to do all the gimmicks and all the extra stuff.
I mean, like, to be honestly and brutally honest with this situation, Suki comes from an era of people that believes if I do, I'll be put on. Sexy Red comes from an era that understands this bag is a key. This, like, a lot of artists do not understand. If you make 10K, that don't mean that you can buy anything, new outfits, get a bunch of weed and do whatever you want to do. That's your key to the next step, to the next level. See, and a lot of these artists get 50K, 100K, and then they be gone. They do give you a trash ass album, don't put no promo behind it, no budget, no marketing, no nothing. They don't use that key like they supposed to. And a lot of people are not taught that money is not to buy things. It's a key to make things that you want happen. So
Yeah.
that's why Suki is like she is. And the minute that she understands that it's put your money where your mouth is instead of just keep talking, then Suki's gonna be good. But you know, I watch a lot of Love and Hip Hop, and come on, y'all know how I feel about these artists when they're doing reality TV, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be funny, but that's your boss. You see what I'm saying? Reality TV is your boss, not the music. Sexy Red ain't on reality TV. Music is her boss.
Yeah, and she says that all the time. I hate going to the studios. Like, I don't like doing, but I have to, you know.
Yeah. Music is her boss. A lot of you artists don't understand why I'm so against 9-to-5s and things like that. Because I'm like, whoever your boss is, you're going to give them the time. And I don't understand if you feel like you can go to work for 2 weeks and you don't get paid every day. You don't get paid every time you walk out of that job. You know that if you do all this work in 2 weeks, you're going to get paid from doing everything that you were told to do. But they don't take that into consideration. And it's not just artists, it's anybody that really say, when you say, I want to start a business, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like when my friends, like, I just started an LLC. I'm like, all right, what you doing? Every time I talk to them, what you doing with the business? What you doing with the business? What you doing with the business? I don't want to talk to you about your job. I don't want to talk to you about how stressful you are at work, because I thought you was the boss when you started the business. So,
now, the only thing I say about people, you know, that get 9-to-5s or whatever, right? I feel like at the end of the day, they say you need 7 streams of income to be successful. If you're going to get a job, you need to put just as much work into your business. Like, you should not be trying to be the top champion at someone else's establishment when you have your own business. That is just something to use to invest into your business. Because a lot of people, they don't have it. They don't have it every day to try to figure out, if I sing at 10 clubs, maybe I might get paid, like, or
right.
I will get paid. So just invest more in yourself than you do in anything else.
And to create those
to
create those 7 streams of income, you need to start investing in other people. Like, y'all do know most of those millionaires that say 7 streams of incomes, they're like own a stock, a percentage in their man's company. and they own another percentage in that man's clothing business, and they got maybe some stock in that man's drinking brand. Like all of these things are they're not in that joint like, all right, I need 7 streams of income. Hey, buddy, you got a liquor business. Let me come in and sell some liquor. Like, nah, they're like, hey, shoot, let me help you sell this liquor too. We all can sell this liquor. I can help you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all coming at Joe like, yeah, just give it to me. I'll take it and pay me $18 an hour and I'll do it. Give me $20 an hour and I'm happy. Give me $30 an hour and I'm great. But yeah, you tell me we sell our soul? It sounds like a soul to me. Soul to me, or however it is. It sounds like it. You know what I'm saying? You guys start looking at this whole thing like, all right, if I'm a boss, if I'm an artist, if I'm a barber, if I'm a driver, if I don't give a damn what you do. If you ain't saying to yourself at this point in time, all right, I gotta put this together now. What you asking yourself? You know, what are you asking yourself? You can't sit at that joint and keep on complaining. Oh, I paid this artist for a feature and he ripped me off and I couldn't get it cleared by the labels. Oh, you thought he was the boss. No, he works for a label. Can I walk into your job and get you to just start making me a burger and without talking to the cashier first and putting some money in Mr. McDonald's thing? No. So I don't understand why they think that it's going to be any different when the artist works for a label. If you really want to do something, try and get with that label. Try to work with that label off the break. And let them put you with somebody on their roster.
You know what? I am glad that you brought that up because that segues us into our next topic, which is, can you achieve mainstream benefits as an independent artist? I'm gonna play a clip, and we're gonna discuss. Let's get back to my page. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me pull this shit up.
That is such a good. It's a good question. After this clip, it's a double-edged question as well.
Oh, this don't even. You don't have to.
Then saying I want to be independent. A lot of artists get caught because they're taking the old system. Here's the label, and then saying I want to be independent. So they're separating themselves from the old system, but then they're trying to still act and judge success by the old system way of doing things.
The system you said you don't want to be a part of.
Exactly. You know what the beauty is? Once you're not in that box, that system, all these opportunities open up. Like you don't have to do a traditional concert, and you don't have to do it at a Live Nation venue. You could do it at a random venue that you find yourself or outside or.
Oops, sorry, y'all. Gotta do that again. I forgot my
artists get caught because they're taking the old system. Here's the label, and then saying I want to be independent. So they're separating themselves from the old system, but then they're trying to still act and judge success by the old system way of doing things.
The system you said you don't want to be a part of.
Exactly. You know what the beauty is? Once you're not in that box, that system, all these opportunities open up. Like you don't have to do a traditional concert, and you don't have to do it at a Live Nation venue. You could do it at a random venue that you find yourself or outside or whatever kind of weird retreat and private event that you want to create. You don't have to do the traditional concert at all. It could be like more of an event or series or something like that. Like you can have merch and have your own brand, a whole clothing line, whatever all your creative talents are. You can just build out your world, and your music happens to be a part of it. The box that exists that the industry is built on wasn't built for independent artists. A lot of artists get caught because.
Okay. Speak on it.
I'm so glad he said it, because I just said this. I literally just said this to the wife the other day. Right? Now, when I first started in this industry, I thought to myself, in order to be successful, I have to have a record deal, or it means nothing. right? Then it shifted to once I started talking to record labels and stuff like that, and even working with record labels writing, I started saying, if I don't get a Grammy, it means nothing, right? But then I got older. I started doing my own shows. And first, no one would show up, and then they would start to sell out. And whatever the formula, no matter what the formula was, they were sold out shows, and I was performing. I was able to walk around and start noticing things or whatever. Now, a lot of my friends that I have in labels, when I talk to them, yeah, they happy because they can buy whatever they want, but then they still be sad in the same breath because they can't do whatever they want, release when they want, move when they want. And they envy me, and they like, dang, bro, like, you get to drop whatever you want. I'm trying to drop this new song, and I can't, and I got to wait till to get this cleared, and I got to get this cleared. And I'm like, I can walk in the studio with my producer, drop it when I want to, put it on my distro kid or whatever my distributor is, and be good. But the thing about it is, who is measuring the success, right? Because a lot of people get caught up in the success measurement being people that are not even relevant to what your goal was in the first place, right? Because I think for me, when people say, damn, like, are you successful? Well, I live off my music.
Mm-hmm.
I am known in every city that I live in. I'm known in every city that I've been in. I'm known. My kid said something to me today. He said, my friend says you're famous. And I said, I'm not famous. He says, well, they looked you up on Instagram and Google, and they said you got to be famous. And I said, well, maybe I am. Right? So we start measuring what success. We let a lot of other people measure what success is. People that got to get up every day, be grumpy, be mad, and where they not at because they're too busy focusing on what you think or where you are. And that's where
you are.
Exactly. They're putting you, and you're fighting that. You don't sit there as an artist. Indie artists do it a lot more because the pressure of seeing bigger artists. Mm-hmm. When the pressure of talking to people, and it hurt. A lot of y'all don't understand this, but when you go to one of your friends that's an artist and say, I ain't heard an album like this new Gunna in a minute, and they try like make the same style of music like Gunna, you crushed them a little bit. You didn't intentionally do it. You didn't intentionally do it, but you crushed them. When your friends see you at concerts that cost hundreds of dollars for a ticket, and you haven't paid $10, $20,
$20 in the door,
you haven't been there, you crush your friends. And when you talk to them in a year, and they're like, man, fuck that music shit. It really ain't even worth it. When I hear artists say stuff like that, my heart goes out to them because I know they were crushed so many times in their circle with questions like, did you hear my new single? Nah, you dropped a new record? Like, yeah, it's been out for 2 years now. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? People real life be asking their friends, they say stuff to their friends like, you still do music? You know, things like that. So
now, let me tell you, the worst one is, how's the music going? That tells me that you ain't listening.
Oh man. That is another way of saying they hope you're not still doing it.
Hey. You think so?
Yes.
It might not be their cup of tea. Because what I realize is that people have different interests, right? Like,
yes, 100%.
The people close to you, the people closest to you, everybody has different interests. Now, if you send somebody your music, they might listen to it, they might not. That's up to them. But for them to keep up with it, if it's not something that sounds like anything on their playlist, they're not going to be running to they know you. They don't want it. They like you. They love you. They support you. They believe in you. Yep. They might just not like what you're doing. And this goes for music or anything else that people do out there. I want us to stop. I want people to stop feeling like it's malice towards it. Sometimes it's just people have different interests.
No, listen,
it's marketing.
At the end of the day, though, right? The reality of it is there is a little bit of malice to it, right? Because everyone, for what they want, will bend a little. That's the whole thing. Now, I also take only in music. Now, if you're an actor, right, or you're have a business plan or a business model that you run, that you do, no, you don't bend your business to accustomed to someone else's cultures or someone else's beliefs. You cater to your business people, the people that pay you, right?
Right.
But in music, I do believe that if you every day, if I come to you, yo, Jzabel, you hear my new record? And you say, nah, you know I like this type of music, right? Now, every day I come to you, I drop a new song, and I'm telling you, you hear his new record, you hear my new record, and you're telling me right there, well, you know, I'm listening to this, or I'm listening to this. If I haven't come to you on one of those days and said, hey, I made something like that record that you was listening to, tell me what you think, right? Then you're saying to a potential fan, F them, right? Because if you're asking this person to listen to you every day, it's your job as an artist to cater to the people that you want.
I agree.
You know, so I don't think a lot of artists do that. A lot of artists think that, oh, yeah, listen to my music. Listen, shove it down your throat. Listen to my music. Listen to my music. Like, bro, honestly, I told you it's trash.
No, this real shit. Because honestly, I think I've done that with Jzabel one time. Like, I think she came over one time when we was listening, and she was like, who is this? And I was like, it's me. And she was like, oh, yeah, this is my kind of style. And I was like, all right, bet. Noted. You know what I'm saying? I was like, mental note. She likes stuff like this. I need to make more songs like this to cater to, you know what I'm saying? To cater to people like that. But you gotta transition and make music that caters to your audience. The other thing I say is you have to market, because a lot of times, you know, sometimes that song that you don't even like, but you hear it playing on every radio station, or if you hit shuffle on your playlist, that's the first song that come up. You're like, man, I don't even like this song. It's because they marketed it well enough to make sure that you're going to hear it. Even if you don't like that song, you might know that song because of marketing. And I think that's another thing people don't need to be scared of. They need to market. Put money behind your music. Please.
I like that thumbs down button.
How many times have y'all heard a song that you didn't like the first time, and then the second or third time you heard it, it kind of grew on you?
That's
every song. Like almost
that's the whole Drake. That's the whole Drake catalog with me. Yeah. I hated Drake all the way up until now.
I listened to people like what song was that? Even the Bongo song with Megan and what you call it. I didn't.
You had to listen the third time.
The first time, I just liked the beat. But the lyrics didn't really grab me, and I don't think they still grab me. But I try to get people.
Cardi puts out gonna grab me. I'm good with it.
I try, but this is my job, so I'm different from just a regular. I wouldn't even say I'm different from a regular fan, because even with Lil Yachty, that album that I listened to last time, I played it. I wasn't really paying attention, but I was like, you know what? Let me go back and listen to it again, because it didn't captivate me. And when I played it the second time, like I played the first song like 3 times before I even went to the second song, because I like this so much. Right. But I'm different from just a regular fan. I'm listening.
Yeah, but you have to put on 2 different sides, right? And look, because this is what was asked to me, because I work on the radio, and you obviously own the radio. Now, when you have to play something that you know you don't like because it's popular demand, it's like it happens. We have to hear more stuff that we have to hear more music that we don't like than we actually get to hear that the songs that we like.
Yeah.
For me, it's very rare that I hear something like before. I want to say the last song that I remember that I still don't like to this day is Bust Down Tatiana.
What?
I still don't like that song.
Oh my God.
And Bodak Yellow.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, you just hurt me with those 2 right there.
I think she said my favorite line in that song.
Those are 2 of my favorite songs in the world.
Wait, I think that's my favorite Cardi verse on that song. That when she say, these girls ain't who they say they are, and they pussy think they catfishing. Whatever song that's on, I love that one. Great song.
Yeah, Bodak Yellow. If you wanted to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of That's still a catfish
I don't
alive.
like that song. I don't like her version. I like Kodak's version. So when Kodak's song come on,
You like no flocking. You a gangster.
you
like no
got
flocking.
me.
Yeah.
When Cardi B joint come on, it sounds like I'm in special ed class. Like
No.
That wasn't a diss. That was just truth.
It's a breakdown. She letting that bitch know you can't fuck with me if you wanted to. It is special.
The verse I'm thinking of is on Motorsport.
She sounds like she's special.
Okay, J Money. That was another hit record.
Or Yellow Bus. That's what whoever's rapping on that song.
So okay. So yeah, you don't like that type of rap. So yeah, Bust That Tatiana, I get it. But that is an amazing song. That's on Crip. And I'm not a Crip. But he says that a lot in that song. No, listen. Listen. You don't understand. I've become since Zeus Network, I've become a big Blueface fan. I mean, his catalog is played a lot, and I've become a big Blueface fan. And Tatiana, also Disrespectful. Those are two of my top records from that young man. Like those are records that he can That's why his career is going the way it's going. He can't get those back.
Those are his memorable records. Like those are
he
the ones
can't match that. Like that type of genius happen is so rare, and he has to replicate that genius that happened. And it can't be replicated. That was genius what he did on that song.
I've never heard Disrespectful, and the only thing I like about Tatiana is the beat.
Yeah, now the beat is masterful, but it's just the whole collection. Nah, see, because he's not rapping. It's not rapping. That's that storytelling. He's telling a story.
But who am I?
You gotta lock in to hear it. You gotta really lock in to hear it because he's telling that's on Schoolyard. That's on Crip. You know what I'm saying? He really going there. I kicked my mama and my sister out there.
What's your vibe, Jzabel? What's the vibe?
That's what I was gonna say. I can't say nothing, because I'm a sexy rap. So
you said sexy
right. You can't say anything.
I can't say anything. I'm a huge Sexy Red fan, just like I'm a huge Killer Keisha fan and a huge Gucci fan.
What makes you a fan of these artists?
The beats and the cadence of the
So I think you're more of a fan of the producer and the writer.
No, because maybe
the producer. Well, the beat maker. No, I think the producer.
I'm always likes the overall song. Beat maker, because that's why I used to like Zaytoven so hard. And what's that other guy that Future used to work with a lot?
Mike Will Made It.
Mike Will Made It and Drummer Boy.
She's talking about Escobar.
Are you talking about Zaytoven?
And Drummer Boy too.
Oh, I think you're talking about Zay.
So yeah, I said Zaytoven. So yeah, it's like for me.
Every producer
when it's the cadence of the rap. So I like Sexy Red because I like it. Of course, I like Gucci Mane and kind of how she raps, like female Gucci Mane, biggest diamond chain.
Yeah. So although I do think those
be lit. Like I like lit music.
Yeah.
I don't like, and I like so. I'm versatile, right? I'm very versatile. As long as you don't kill me with the auto tune. I think I could get through it. Or the offbeat rapping, like the DC rappers.
Yes.
Like, if you do it like these, let me play these girls because I really like.
Let me ask you a question real quick. And J Money, you can chime in on this too, and everybody that's in the comment section, give me y'all feedback. What's more important, the writing or the delivery?
So I'm gonna tell you it's the delivery, and I say this because we could look at a rapper like Fabulous, right? Fabulous always had bars. Like I'm sorry, FABOLOUS had bars, but y'all remember when it used to sound like he was reading that shit, and now you hear his delivery just sound like oh shit, like oh it's just Fab, like we know it's Fab, like he just did that song with Chris Brown, but like we know it's Fab. So your delivery is definitely important, but the writing is important too, because don't be up there saying no dumb shit with good energy. That's just whack.
Well, I don't have the head. I need a firm answer. The
answer's firm. What's more important?
So
the delivery's more important. But don't have no fucking whack lyrics. But the delivery is more important.
No, I mean, listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. You know when y'all know lyrics went out the window with me about 3-4 years ago, right? About maybe about 6 years ago. But it was confirmed with me when there was a hit song on the on the charts. Poopity scoop, scoop, scoopity poop, poopity poopity scoop, scoopity poop, poopity poopity scoop. So yeah.
So
okay,
when I say I don't really like DMV, like I don't like the DC.
I heard this, and I was
I really don't care for it. But when I heard this, I was like, y'all going on my station. Y'all.
You just like ratchet conservative, because they definitely was regular.
That's your genre.
They will all be at its finest. These
what
three,
do you mean?
but
I
like their style though. I like their whole style about them.
It's the cadence.
Now, I don't like the cadence. I don't like the cadence. I like the turn up. I like the fact that they actually, you can see that they really vibe with each other. They really fuck with each other.
And they're actually talking about something. If you're listening, they're really.
It's hard not to listen. Like you said, this is that slow bus rap you were talking about.
Slow bus.
I don't want no smoke shit, blow out the window. Keep calling my phone, stuck in the friend zone. I'm stepping with Neek, you already know. Wanna take me out, can't pay the price. You niggas is full of a double life. You had a check, you ain't act right. I'm outside, shaking ass all night. Shaking our ass, we stop at the red light. Wearing his chain, I'm loving his life. I love a rich nigga with a whole lot of ice. I need me a nigga to put me on flight. I'm still.
So
yes,
they do it better to me. The female DMV artists, the female DMV rappers do it better than the males on that.
Hey, play that again. Play it again, y'all. Play it again.
Yeah, that's my shit. I'm gonna play it.
I ain't gonna lie.
I don't want no smoke shit, blow out the window. Keep calling my phone, stuck in the friend zone. I'm stepping with Neek, you already know. Wanna take me out, can't pay the price. You niggas is full of a double life. You had a check, you ain't act right. I'm outside, shaking ass all night. Shaking our ass, we stop at the red light. I'm wearing his chain, I'm loving his life. I love a rich nigga with a whole lot of ice. I need me a nigga to put me on flight.
I need me a nigga to put me on flight.
Yeah, the heaviest set one. I don't know. They got some work to do. They young though. They young. They only 20. They young.
Now let me explain to you.
The whole thing with this is I just like I don't like that offbeat flow really, but I feel like they did it right. Like they did it to me. They did it right. Like if I'm gonna listen to that kind of rap, that style of music, I like how the females do it. Uptown Trend and Judy.
There you go.
No. That's what matters. Because listen, I'm not gonna go to that song. That's not gonna be my go-to song. If you hop in my car, that's not gonna be the song I play first. But if I'm DJing or in the event and I know that I'm like, all right, cool, I see Tanya in the building, I know this is her shit, then I'll play it. Like when you come on my personal playlist, I don't have Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B on my personal playlist. But yes, I play these songs because I know other people like them. You know what I'm saying?
That song right there will fuck up the vibe at the club.
That one, right?
Yes, that's a party song, house party song.
Yeah, that's a house party.
That's a club song.
No, that's not a club song.
It's a club song. If you listen to I don't know if y'all heard Scarlett's latest song. She's rapping like this in the beginning of it. I think that's the name of it. Or something like that. She's rapping like this, and I'm not saying that.
It sounds like they're literally passing.
This is a song that if they play this in the club, I bet you every bitch will get up and shake her ass.
Let me tell you,
I gotta hit a hook. I gotta hit a hook. Maybe the hook, but not those verses. Those verses will have too many people trying to like what they saying.
When you're in a club, you're not listening to what somebody is saying. You're trying to.
Nah, trust me. When I was DJing, they listen to what's being said. Like when you try to sneak in a record on them, they listen, and they.
It depends on what club you're going to, and
the only way that this song will ever pop in a club is if they made it pop on the radio first.
No, well, that's. I believe if they play this at Bliss, they play this at Power. If they play this anywhere in the DMV, Like, I feel like females gonna be in that joint like, oh, okay. Like, we don't care what the men are doing because the men come to the club for us.
Listen, I mean, like, if I was a DJ, if I'm DJing, if I'm picking my DJ set, I have plenty other females that'll give me what they trying to achieve and not have to play that record.
I was gonna say we can
tomato. I'm more like I said, I'm more into like I guess trying to understand the DMV flow, because at one point I was like, I just don't like it. But then I start to find artists that can actually catch my attention. Like, this right here is catchy as hell. Like, this right here will play in the club. Speaking of,
if you heard this audio without that visual, because the only reason that I liked it, the visual was better than the audio.
My favorite part,
just turned it up, having fun.
Like, I'm stepping with Nick. You already know that would have caught me, and then I'm looking for a nigga to put me on flights or something like that. But
I would have never got to that, because I would have turned it on when she fumbled the that one bar where she put too many words in the sentence. And
I already memorized 3 lines, and this is my 3rd time hearing the song. So to me, it's catchy. And the clubs that I would go to, like, I think,
like innocent, sound like a male version.
My homegirl let you know, like, I feel like I know what will get the club, like what will get the ladies dancing. And if this is played in a club, it's kind of like playing City Girls. Like, it's not going to fall on deaf ears. People going to be like, because the beat alone is going to get you dancing. Like,
but City Girls got they understand how to transition. Like,
they learned how to transition, right?
Yeah, but
when they first came out,
what City Girl record you?
Nigga wanna do it, baby, stick it, baby. No. Like, that drum was okay. I think it's I Take Your Man. That's the song where they was like all over the place. You know what I'm saying? It was the start of their carear.
QC ain't never let them put out something where they was fumbling on the verse. Like, that's just.
You're comparing an artist signed to a label to these girls that just started. I feel like we should give them some grace. And I bet you
at the end of the day, we all are though. Let me tell you what's the harshest reality that we all have to face as artists, right? If I go up to the radio station and say, "Can you play my new record?" They're not gonna say, "Oh yeah, cool, I'm gonna play it. I'm not gonna play this record because you're cool." They're gonna put it up against all these records and put them records for the playlist of that night. And when they picking them, they ain't gonna pick them and say, "Oh well, he just started, so we ain't got to worry about it not being as impactful as this one."
All right,
you gotta put your best foot forward in this game.
Both of y'all are artists, right? So I'm going to ask both of y'all questions. Six, I'm gonna start with you. Of your whole catalog, which song do you think is the club song?
Oh, I got like.
Which song? If you could pick one song from your whole catalog, and everybody, I want y'all to go to Spotify, go to Apple Music, go wherever, and listen to this song. And then whenever you catch up with us, let us know if you heard that song in the club, would you dance? Sixxcess, go ahead. Name one song from your catalog that you feel like if it was played in the club, bitches would get up and start dancing. People would start moving.
Can I name one from his catalog? Can I name one from his catalog?
Yeah, go ahead.
No. I want Sixxcess to name his own song, because this is
Pam is my club.
Your own song, J-Money.
Pam is my club banger.
You said
Pam is my club. Pam is my club banger. Yeah.
Everybody go to Spotify, Apple Music. Even I don't know if it's on YouTube. Is it on YouTube?
Yeah.
Find Pam and let us know if that's a club banger. J-Money, what's your club banger?
My club banger is New High.
New High?
Blends well. It blends very well.
Yeah, New High.
Okay. So everybody go to Spotify. Look, I'm getting y'all streams too. Everybody go to Spotify, Apple Music, or YouTube and stream New High. And then I'm going to post the questionnaire in the live on Boss Biz page. Y'all come back and tell me if y'all think that's a club banger. And then we're going to move on to the next topic. But I just feel like beats matter. Beats really matter. And I'm trying to remember what song money that you have that I really
Sonics of clubs have changed tremendously.
No, it has not. When the I go out a lot. I go out a lot. And let me tell you, I went out on Saturday, and this is how this is how lit I am. I went out after my people's party. We went to this American club, and it was closing. The DJ had already turned off the music. And I come in and I'm like, 12 on the dick. Hey, it ain't my fault that I'm bad, you bitch. All the females, the workers, everybody was like, hey, I'm looking for the hoe. It was so bad that the DJ asked to play the song. Okay? So I go out often. I think I have a good grip of what people are going to move to. We went to a pool party not too long ago, me and my homegirl. And the DJ was playing the type of music y'all like, backpack music. I forgot, maybe he was playing Gunna or something. Everybody was sitting down for the first 20 minutes that we were there. Nyla, if you still in here, please let them know.
That's how clubs are now.
No. Wait a minute. And I went to the DJ and I was like, everybody is sitting down. He was like, oh, well, I played everything already. I was like, well, play some City Girls or play some Sexy Red or play something. Homegirl, if you in here, please let these people know why the first song that I told him to play, everybody got up. All the bitches, like, it was ass shaking everywhere. So for me, in this,
I'm not arguing that. I'm not arguing that fact.
This is a club song, and
I'm not arguing that fact. I'm not arguing that fact. But do you expect the DJ to play that song on repeat?
He don't have to play that song on repeat. It's the vibe. We're not sitting there listening. We didn't come to a club to sit here and think.
No, but you had just got there. You had just got there, though, right?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't.
No, but what I'm saying,
even the MC, when I walked away, he played City Girls, and then he went back to playing some Gunna or some other, maybe Uzi. I don't know, shit that I don't like. Thank you. So I went over to the MC and I was like, yeah, can you tell him to play something else? The girls on that side of the pool was like, yeah, get him to play what we want to listen to. They had already been there. Their bottles was done.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
Club music is a vibe. This song right here is a vibe. That's all I'm saying. Y'all saying, oh no, it's not gonna play in the club. I'm telling y'all, this is going to be it.
What song
Mark my word, y'all. Mark my word.
What song from Sixxcess and what song from me do you think is a club banger or a club vibe?
I'm gonna have to pull out my phone because I don't know y'all songs off the top of my head. J Money, I was thinking of it. I don't think it's not Stupid Hoes. It's another song that you have that I really, really like, and it's not Smoke.
Act a Fool?
You performed it at Smokehouse a long ass time ago. You performed Stupid Hoes. It was another song that you performed, and it was deep beats. But I feel like with you, J Money, your beat choices vary, right? So a few of your songs could slap. Sixxcess, when it comes to what's that album you did before the last one?
That's on 6, which is at 1.3 million streams.
And it's a song on there that I have. I don't have my phone, y'all, on my playlist. But y'all, I'm gonna drop it on my Boss Biz page. I can't tell y'all off the top of my head because and to be quite honest with y'all, a lot of y'all music is more so like smoking music, like chill music. And I'm a party person. You know what I'm saying? So to be quite honest, I wouldn't be twerking to majority of y'all music. Well, like a few songs here and there where I'd be like, okay, it could go in the club, but it's more so like we smoking and I'm sitting down type music. Not I'm up twerking, me and my girls in a section, we got our bottles, we toasting, but like it's not that vibe. And that's just my brutal honesty. Not to say that you guys aren't talented, you guys are talented. It's just the vibes for what like your music goes for what the vibe is or what your vibe is. So if I'm smoking, I would listen to that y'all song that I really, really like. The smoking song. There we go. Already on. That's my song. That's my song. If I heard that, if I heard it in the club, it don't have to be like Gucci Mane sound. But if I heard that song, I really like that song. So
I mean, like, it's crazy because like my catalog, there's in my catalog, it's so many songs that DJs just play in the club that I don't even think there's club bangers that they play in the club. And like I said, when I say that sonics have changed in the club, as a DJ, when I used to DJ sets, and sometimes I had to get to the club at 8 o'clock, DJ until 2. So when you think about that, there's always someone walking in at the 11 o'clock hour that wasn't there at the 9 o'clock hour, and they're like, oh, you're not turning up, you're not playing this. And it's like, oh yeah, you missed that, right? That was already played. So then it's like, okay, now you want to hear it. Well, I'll run it back again. But the people inside of me have already heard it 2 or 3 times, 4 times even, maybe, before you got there. So it's like,
then you're a bad DJ, and you should. And that's just brutal honesty. Because
you're a bad DJ when you're catering to requests.
No, you're a bad DJ if the club isn't, if it's an hour before the club closing and you're not playing turn music, you're a horrible DJ because you slow.
No, you're trying to get people out of there if it's an hour before close.
No, you slow the music down at the 45 mark, the last 15 minutes. Most clubs, people be sweating, and in that last 15 minutes or the last 2 songs be like R. Kelly.
Okay. I'm gonna challenge you. I'm gonna challenge you on this, right? Because I used to do Club 12 every Saturday, and I would keep it turned up until the joint wind down. Until one night the manager came to me and said, yo, you got to slow this down some. You need to start playing some Summer Walker, some Roddy Ricch, some slower music. You got these people in here dancing too much all night. So
and Club 12 is what? Hold on, and Club 12 is what now?
They are now.
It's closed. It's out of business. It's shut down.
No. They moved to a new venue. They moved to a new venue and they moved to a bigger venue. And they actually bought that bigger venue before COVID. And during COVID, they didn't reopen up the 1212 venue because someone broke into it and stole all the stuff inside of it. So they didn't close because of their choice. Because as I recall it, that was the most packed club and the only club packed on a Tuesday night. And the only club packed out on 8th Street. Everybody was up there.
But
so
it was. I was there. I was going there before they
everything. Closed. A lot of stuff closed during COVID. Right. A lot of clubs closed.
Right.
But they are still open though.
Bliss is still open. Power's still open.
No, Bliss is not open anymore. Bliss is now Republic. Bliss is now Republic. Just like 1212 has a new name.
It's not open though. Unless it
has a new name. It has no. It's not at that location no more. They moved on. They gotta get bigger and better too. They gotta expand their horizons.
But I seen the demise before even COVID. Like, cause I was supposed to have when I had my party bus for New Year's, I was vetting them as a club to take my party bus to. I took my party bus to Ocean Lounge because Ocean Lounge was way more popping than 1212. 1212 was
naked. Oh no!
Before COVID. So maybe having advice like that to the DJs because the party wasn't popping.
It was only one night. It was only one night that was good at Ocean Lounge when I was back home, and that was when Poe was there. That one night.
Poe made
so
we the party made that lit, not Ocean. Because everywhere they went was lit.
So my exact
point I challenge everybody that it's the promoter's job to make events lit. And book the right artists for them.
Right. My only point is if you are slowing the party down anywhere before 20 minutes before the party is over, you're a bad DJ. Because
that's your personal preference though.
Unless you're 40 and up.
No, that's your personal preference.
A lot of people don't get to the club to the last hour or the last hour and a half.
I DJ at Live nightclub. Yeah, and I DJ at Life.
Saying your yourself is a bad DJ. What I'm saying is that idea of that's what people forget once they get behind the DJ booth. They forget what it's like to be a patron in the club. And it's all about, this is what I have on my list. If it's not on here, I'll try to add it in. If not, oh well, get on.
Because you're no longer a patron. You're no longer a patron. You have a service to provide. You have a service.
A DJ's job isn't to DJ. A DJ's job is to MC. And to MC is to move the crowd, right? You're controlling the pace. It's like,
no, that's what you hire an MC for.
No, like, all right. So that's what I'm saying. So some DJs have a separate MC, but some DJs can control the pace of the club and the time. They know they're like, all right, cool. I'm here from 10 to 2. Let me control the flow of this joint. It's like controlling the pace of the game. You got 4 quarters to play. You can control the game and make sure you stay up. You got to be able to do that as a DJ as well.
The DJ's job is to transition and to keep no air in the club, to keep music.
No, listen, let me tell you, certain songs, DJs can hit the mute button and the crowd be singing along, and you're like, all right, cool. Like when they hit that Meek Mill's, hold up, wait a minute, like, and the crowd get to sing along, they might pause the music. That's a good DJ. You know what I'm saying? Like a DJ who's having crowd interaction and like having the vibe going so the crowd's still moving, I feel like that's a great DJ.
Yeah, but usually when that's okay. All right, y'all are right. Okay, y'all are 100%
No,
right.
I understand what you're saying, but I'm just saying.
But it's like y'all are asking for Marshmello and Dead Mouse in a club. Like really?
No, I'm not, because I probably go out more than both of y'all. So when I'm saying I rarely complain, that my homegirl tell you I rarely complain about the DJ being bad, and we usually are there till the lights come on. You know what I'm saying? So when I did say something, she kind of was like, yeah, and I said it before we even walked up. He was playing backpack music, and I'm like, we walked in, people sit down. He's gonna play to slow it down.
What club is it?
People are still coming into the last minute.
What club? I don't know. Every club I walk in, they sitting down there. I don't see clubs when they jumping up and down, moving all around.
No, I was at Phelps last night. They was lit. I was at
it's all about get you a section, sit in this section, roll your weed, hit your bottles, and look cool.
It depends on where you go. I'm trying to tell you, when I be going out with my sister, and
any club I go down here in Atlanta, that's the vibe. Like everybody just going straight to a booth, straight to a VIP section. Get your bottles, get your drinks. And the only person that's shaking their ass is whoever they got coming around shaking their ass at the tables.
Go to Sweet Lounge. Go to what's the other club I went to down there? I don't know if Compound's still open.
Yeah, I've been to Compound, but that's just like
what's the
same thing. Get your section.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I was at Phelps. I was at the park. I was at what's that other one across from?
And you was in your section.
No, what I'm saying is I was in my section, but there was a whole section of people dancing. All girls lined up shaking their ass.
I know what's that big ass joint downtown I'm always going to. Light.
You said white.
You got Rose Bar, you got Rose Bar, you got Josephine's, they used to be open.
All of joints the same, man. Look. I challenge y'all to take me out. No. I challenge y'all to take me out and show me difference, because I'm telling y'all, every time I walk in these clubs, this is what the vibe is. We can go on their Instagram, we can go on their promoters' Instagrams and watch their lives. They're all sitting around or in their phones. This is what the clubs look like now. Everybody.
I got you. No, I got you.
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, I don't.
That's all y'all niggas in the club now. Nobody turning up no more.
They don't turn up like how they used to turn up, but also that depends on what the DJ is playing. Like DJ say he's really good, right? But when he starts playing DMV artists, this is where I have to hold him to like the fire, because he just wants to play them, and he doesn't play them in a way that he'll have the crowd, like everybody will be partying, and he'll play like Baby J-Mo or some shit, and everybody just stop, and it'll be like the mute challenge.
That's how it would be if you played this record. That's exactly how it would be when you put this record on.
No, it's because listen, if you can feel okay, females like that like Killer Keisha just I just put on her comments. I was like, can you make us a club song? But she was like, I make a lot of songs for women. I'm like, but this is low vibrational. You know what I'm saying? Like this, I think
this is low vibrational.
I think this kind of is like upbeat enough. I think it's upbeat enough, and I think it's gonna go. I'm actually gonna send it to Ginger. I'm gonna send it to Ginger, and I'm gonna see what she thinks. You know, I'm gonna send it to a few DJs, and I'm gonna ask them, would y'all play this in the club? And
let me clear up my stance. Let me clear up my stance on this. I like the record. I would play it on the radio if they had like a cleaner version, and I actually would play it on my radio station. I would play it on my radio. Would I play it in the club? Probably not, unless it was big on the radio. Then I would definitely have to play it in the club. But would I be the one that's
break it? Like this is
would I be the pioneer on that? Nah.
With the DJs nowadays, why can't you be the one to break it? Like why can't?
Because I don't believe in it. Because I don't even believe in it. So as a DJ, we can't break something that we don't believe in ourselves, right? And like I said, if I'm the best part about this was the visual that I seen and the storyline, the caption that I read, two cousins doing their thing. And then as soon as I play it, I'm like, oh, you can see they vibing off each other. You can tell they're young, so they got a lot of room to grow. Oh, this is dope. I'm fucking with it. Young black women doing their thing. But then when you ask, would you play this in the club? I'm like, oh, now, come on now. You saying it's a club banger for the 2223. I can't say that. I'm not about to do all that. I'm not going that hard. I'm not going that far with it.
I'm about to start requesting every time I go out. I'm like, can y'all play Bonita?
But you know what? Like, DMV artists have been giving me so much slack and so much hate in their fan base. Like the things that I say are coming from a place of hate or coming from a place of like, I don't like the youth, right? My thing is this. I watch a lot of them in the studio. I've seen a lot of their studio sessions. I look at a lot of their live streams when they're in the studio, and I watch how they go about their process. And I watch how they just putting out this music. And I'm like, I get it. It's fun. And they don't really have no real structure of what they trying to do besides get on, right? So I'm like, all right, cool. But my thing is, y'all have to stop being so sensitive because you're not taking no less scrutiny than I took when I first started. I mean, my first record, Loyal to the Game, is going to be some of the worst, trashiest bars you'll ever hear from me. Ever. Right? But it's still out there. People can still hear it to remember where I came from because, hey, I wasn't always the guy. I became that by consistently doing something for 10 years and locking in. So I like the record. I won't play it in the club. I would play it on the radio.
You said you won't play it in the club.
I gotta hit a hook, but I gotta hit a hook though. I gotta stand on that. I stand on that. I gotta hit what the hook is. I stand on that.
That honestly, that's all I've heard that so far.
Before I judge it solely, I gotta hit a hook. But based on what I hear now, I definitely play it on the radio. It's radio worthy. As far as putting it in my club set. I got some other bangers in there from female chicks. I put on the Shibuya roll call before I put on this.
All right, let's get on to the next topic so we can get out of here. I want to end the show with this one because this situation that I seen, it kind of ruffled my feathers, but I don't have any kids, right? So I feel like, I don't know. I can't really put my finger on it.
Right.
What would you, let me ask you, Sixxcess, because your son is a little older. Let me come back because I gotta look at y'all while I'm saying this. If some guys jumped your son, pulled up to your house, knocked on your door, told him to come outside and take this ass whooping, It's like 3 to 4 guys his age. And he already came home bloody from them jumping him. And now the next day, they're wanting to beat him up some more. As a
I think
parent,
we need to re-explain the situation.
No, go ahead.
I
like what you're doing.
I'm asking situational analysis.
I like what you're doing.
As a parent, what would be going through your head?
These niggas playing with me. They playing with me. They playing with my name. They playing with my kids. And they think we sweet for it. So we got to show them that we ain't. And honestly, the first day, I would have made sure that was ended. And I'm not playing that. No, ma'am. And we have every right to. And this situation was really pissed me off. Mm-hmm. Not gonna lie to you. Now, I'm not gonna lie. You gonna play that clip first? Because when I heard the first story, I was like, this lady lost her damn mind.
Right. That's why I say you gotta hear the whole situation.
No,
because listen, anytime.
Let me play this real quick. But go ahead. Anytime
you try to word it like somebody beat up a kid, you know what I'm saying?
Sound bad.
Yeah, I'm like, oh man, this lady crazy. She beat up a kid. But if you ever tell me that, first of all, even if it was one kid beating my child every day, and I could stop it, I'm gonna. But let alone a group.
Yeah.
Oh.
Getting jumped?
Okay. Now it's time to play. Let me tell you something. I am guilty of this, right? Now, the only thing that stopped me from going the level of having to put my hands on the kids was my threats was more powerful than me actually having to go all the way, right? But I'm looking over the balcony, and I send my kids outside, and they're down at the playground. Now, mind you, I'm on the 5th floor. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, y'all go ahead down to the playground. My balcony faces the playground. I can see everything. I watch these group of kids walk up. One of them is fairly bigger than all my kids, right? So I'm like, I see them, and I'm like, all right, maybe they're about to play. But then I see them like start pushing my oldest son. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, hold on, let me see how they handle this. Now, as a father, I'm thinking to myself, they need to beat these kids' tail, right? It's 3 of my boys, and it's like 5 of them, 6 of them, maybe. So I'm sitting there like, they need to go ahead and start whooping on them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's 3 of them. Well, automatically, my youngest son hauls tails. Like, he's gone. Like, pew! You know what I'm saying? And I'm watching all this from the balcony, and I'm watching my middle son now. He's in between, do I chase after my little brother or stay here and help my big brother? Mm-hmm. Now, I've already decided in my head it's time for me to beeline out because they outnumbered. I see the little brother scared and the middle brother don't know what to do. And my oldest son, he's like, let's go. I'm ready to fight y'all. And I see them like starting to get into it. And I'm like, but as soon as they like try to surround them, I'm already there like, don't touch them. You know? And they like, they talking grown to me. Like they ready. And I say, listen, I'm not going to tell y'all anything I said on this air. But I did go into graphic details, and I did ask them to go get their parents so that they can witness what will happen to them if they put their hands on my kids again. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I gave them that opportunity, and then I also let them know what I will watch my kids do to them. And I know they won't do anything about it while I'm standing there, right? So I get it's ways you can assert yourself as an adult. But this is a woman going up against teenage boys. Yeah. This makes it a little tricky. Because you have to assert yourself. Your voice isn't your muscle. You got to do something. You already outnumbered.
Oh, well, I'm pressing.
Yes, it was two grown men talking about giving a beat to you.
Grown men.
That's what he said.
How many of them was there?
It's two grown men and a girl.
Two grown men.
The guy that hit his baby crying.
Inside the house.
So this is them jumping him. My question is, who's that man's voice?
Obviously not a real man, because he had two grown men. Two grown men. I ain't want no smoke.
And why are they dragging Neo in this? Like,
because that's Neo's baby mother.
Wait a minute, like
no, that's his ex-girlfriend.
Oh,
yeah, ex-girlfriend.
That's
but
not even his kid. It's so it's so.
It's messy. It's messy.
It is messy.
But,
I'm sorry, I got it confused. I thought that
y'all know how all sight is. Y'all know how all sight is. But her relevance is her being Neo's ex-girlfriend.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought.
And I mean, no disrespect to the young lady, Sade, but she knows that. That's why they put it in there like that.
Okay, I understand now. I'm sorry, I misconfused and thought that this was like his baby mother and this was Neo's child. That's why they were saying Neo's name.
Well,
that's what I thought. So now I'm glad that was clarified.
Well, you know, this is also to get black support, right? And to get some support from the community, because it's like if you put a black mother beat up a classmate, or you to put an image of a black mother in this instance without attaching her to something, then well, hello, we see the thing. It's public persuasion. That woman should not be. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say nothing should happen to this lady. She should actually be given some type of award for her actions. I feel bad that her son is not used to that lifestyle to be able to even adequately defend himself, right? And it's a shame that like sometimes as parents we gotta question: are we giving our kids too good of a lifestyle, right? Because of our fight to live better and to have better, are we disarming them from what they really need to be successful when they go up against that stuff? Because I ain't gonna lie, man, when I seen my kids like that running, I was like, damn, man, me and my brothers, we would have whooped some ass. We would have like really turned some stuff up around the neighborhood. But that's how I really made my name in Forest Creek, like really putting in work, you know? So when I see my kids not ready to put in work or don't put in work, yeah, I feel like, all right, I did a good job because they don't have to. But then am I working too hard to make sure that they're good without making sure they understand how to defend themselves from that type of...
I believe that we shouldn't be going out looking to fight or teaching our kids to go out to look to fight, but to defend yourself and don't let no shit happen. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like one time my son called me and I said, well, what are you calling me for? I'm not right there. You need to handle that because I can't get there for 20 minutes. Like, you need to deal with that until I get right there. And if you can't, I'll be there in 20 minutes. But like, you need to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was like, man, the police trying to say I jumped the rail. Like, what type of shit is that? Aren't you a student at school? Like, put it on speakerphone if I need to say something to him. But if you're not under arrest, walk away. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to teach your kids what to do in situations when they're on their own so that they do have that voice in their head when they're on their own of the right guidance and the right things to do.
Yeah. So I have a funny story. My brother apologized to me the other day, and he was like, I was so bad to you. I was so mean to you, and I shouldn't have treated you the way that I treated you. But little do he know, I was just talking about him the other day and how grateful I am for him practicing his karate on me. Because if he didn't practice his karate on me,
he was fucking you up.
I wouldn't be able to take a hit. And shout out to my older cousins, Ken and Kenny, for slap boxing the shit out of me when I was younger. So when I was in school, if you hit me, and shout out to my mom who told me at 4 years old, if someone hits you, hit their ass back and harder. So I'm grateful that my parents and my family taught me how to defend myself or even how to throw a punch, I'm grateful for them, because I look at kids nowadays and I've met people that's never been in a fight. And it's like, I had to go through it, but I lived in a neighborhood where I had to go through it. So sometimes it's also the community that you're raising your kids in, because you can raise your kid in a community where they may not ever have to fight, or you can raise them in a community where they have to fight every day. I just think that, you know, I would, if I had a child, she would have to learn how to fight. Like, I don't know how I would teach her, because everybody's kids is grown now. So by the time I have a kid, ain't gonna be there, nobody there to practice on her or him. So put your kids in self-defense classes early. Teach them. Somebody hit you, hit their ass back and harder. I had to tell my little cousin recently, she goes through bullying. I had to tell her, I was like, somebody hit you, knock their ass the fuck out. And her mom was right there. And I didn't even hold back on a curse word. And usually I don't curse in front of her, you know what I'm saying? But I had to say it, like, I'm not playing with you. Like, I looked her dead in her face. I'm not playing with you. Like, somebody say something about you, fry their ass. Make them cry with your words. They swing on you, swing back. If they come within arm distance, this is what I was taught. If you could reach your arm out and it hit their face, they was too close.
They're in your bubble. So, they're in your bubble. I like that.
So you
all the Tauruses out there, that's how us Tauruses roll. You mess with the boy, you get the horns.
Like, all the parents out there, I feel like, you know, this is something that a lot of parents go through, and it's unfortunate that this happens in this day and age, but it's always been happening. So I guess build your kid up, you know, to be ready for situations like this, not to look for them, but in case it happens.
And let's put it on the other hand, on the other badass kids parents. Y'all need to really be mindful, because y'all be the ones so quick to play the victim. Oh, this adult beat my kid. This adult beat on my kid. Well, your kid over here. If your kid wasn't over here doing things they had no business, they would be getting that beating ass. You know what I'm saying? So y'all gotta understand, like, if you're not gonna watch your kids and hide them up, like, and teach them like how somebody go, like, I'm a firm believer in the Bible. It takes a community. So if I gotta spank your kid ass, I'ma spank your kid ass. And if you wanna come around the bar and get spanked too, then you gonna get spanked too, because you should have been on your kid ass, so I ain't got to be.
I think we should start arresting the parents, or fines or tickets when their kids are doing stuff like this, like bullying. Or
I don't think fines is gonna do it. I don't think fines are going to do it, because
lock them up, especially when they're out here shooting. Like, if they're underage, and what I mean underage to me, I think is anything under 16, because 16 to 18, you kind of know better. Like, you kind of know better. So
at that age, I think that they need to lower the age of what an adult is, right? I mean, I'm not trying to say, like, for predatory reasons. I don't want you predators to start licking your lips and chops out there. But what I'm saying is, kids are bound by knowing, I'm 16, nothing's going to happen to me. They do the dumb shit because the consequences are so low. They know that they can
be charged as an adult now at 16. They also know that
only on a certain crime, like a murder or some dumb shit. It gotta be
it could be
not on this crime, like bullying,
carjacking. It could be a carjacking, attempted robbery, conspiracy to rob. You could get charged as an adult. Any of those type of charges, anything that it channels an indictment, you could be charged as an adult.
Yeah, and she needs to sue their parents as well. She needs to sue their parents as well.
I'm a firm believer in acting accordingly. Like, I feel like you should act accordingly. If something, you know what I'm saying, if you put in that situation and you weren't expected to be in that situation, you need to act accordingly for the situation you put yourself in.
Well, on that note, I gotta say,
same thing. On that note,
I do know that football season has started, and I'm an avid football person. As a matter of fact, this is the first time in a long time I felt like a person without a team, because Tom Brady's retired and I don't know what to do. So I'm gonna be diving into that. Yeah, so I know y'all probably are not as excited as I am, but hooray for football.
Sure, I'm excited. I like football season.
Who you like? Who you like? Who you like?
I always like the Ravens, and then my home team, of course, because I'm from DC. I'm always gonna be with Washington, whatever they
That's
are.
all right. You don't worry about the Washington. I'm cool with you liking the Ravens.
And like you said, Tom Brady retired, and I wasn't really a Bucks fan. I was always a Patriots fan. So once he went to the Bucks, it was kind of like I stopped watching football as much. But I'm excited for football season because I am a girl's guy. I mean, a guy's girl. Like, so I enjoy seeing men getting all riled up, eating chicken wings, screaming at each other, betting on the games, like that type of energy. I mean, it just warms me up inside. So
we're gonna thank your brothers and your cousins for that as well.
And my dad, he was a Cowboys fan, so he was big on football. I grew up in a football household. So
hey, don't say anything else. Don't say anything else because I like your dad. I like everything I heard about him so far, and that was the first thing to his name.
And lastly, you get to cook for the guys while they're watching the game. Like, that is so fulfilling. Like, I like stuff like that. So I know y'all think I'm like a no good woman, but I got some good in me. I got some good in me.
That's okay. That's okay. That's okay.
Y'all have any announcements, any shout-outs y'all want to do? Just make sure y'all following everything Boss Bitch. Check out our website. If you have any new music you want me to check out, put on my radio station, go ahead and make sure you write me about that. I want to shout out Bundles because I just seen him post a clip, and I don't know what he was doing, but I fuck with Bundles. Like, that's somebody, I don't care. Like, he made a song, and I don't know what he was saying on there, but I was just like, yay! Like, I had that energy, like, yay! So shout out to Bundles. You always keep me entertained with your music. Keep on going, bro. I think he got a show coming up as well. So just make
got a couple shows coming up, so y'all definitely follow him on my FBC bag with the Bundles. Yeah.
And vote for Extreme Caution. I think he's trying to he's in some type of horror movie, horror.
Yeah, that boy ugly. Go
to his page and y'all find the link and vote for him. That's just stuff that I seen from people.
Yeah, Extreme Caution, you know.
So I just want to, send out this same support to them.
I may drop a new single next week. I'm gonna send some records to Jzabel so she can pick my next single for me because it's got to be jumping. We got to drop some new music ASAP. We got the show September 30th. JmoneyGibbs. Yeah. Hey, listen. Now, I don't know if y'all seen JmoneyGibbs. I know a lot of y'all have. That's in the chat, but this is like his first show where he actually is giving us a full concert. And I know he always try to give us that mini concert. But we got a full concert from JmoneyGibbs. This is the JmoneyGibbs concert. We got a few feature acts sprinkled in. I will be flying in town for this, so y'all know we gonna be turning up. So definitely pop out on us, because that's gonna be lit.
And let me just bring the energy like you brought at the last show, and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Because whatever video I took of you, like you was like heavy and like you was like, and it was a good, like, I don't know. Maybe I should be a videographer because I think I be catching the best performance, the best part of people's performances.
Listen, how many times? It's so many hats that you could wear that you just share. You could do videography. You could actually be a great DJ if you actually put that down in there, and you could actually break a lot of good artists. And then I'm still, of course, on air personality. You're good at that. So, yeah, when it comes to music stuff, good.
Well, thank you. But y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. Follow everything. Like I said, Boss Bitch, JmoneyGibbs, and rolling with Sixxcess. Also, I am Sixxcess page. All of us have a YouTube. So, of course, these are the artists. So
I don't have a YouTube anymore, y'all. I'm revamping on the YouTube side, but I do got my YouTube topics, so y'all can get all my music in there.
I just see your YouTube page.
Yeah, I got the old stuff up there. I'm not gonna take that away from y'all. I'm not gonna punish y'all like that. I also got the gaming with Sixxcess, but we revamping the whole YouTube world because we're about to actually start putting some series and stuff together. So y'all really stay locked in. I do follow the new page, the official Sixxcess, and you're gonna see my logo and everything on it.
And look, man, I got a lot going on. There's always stuff going on with JmoneyGibbs. I'm on a new channel called Four Corners TV. You can catch me on there. I'm on the Bar Chronicles. I just did another Cinema Talk to Me and Tell Me Why You're Black. I got another concert series coming up before the 30th. The week before, I'm hitting AC3 North Carolina. I'm also hitting that Revolt conference in Atlanta. So I'll be seeing you when I hit Atlanta too, Sixxcess. We're doing all these things the week before the 30th. So make sure you're following JmoneyGibbs. It's always going down. We always got stuff going on. And if you want to know what's popping, you know where it's at. Yeah,
and I'm going to try to find some things to do to get as busy as them two. Yeah, man. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I don't have anything to do, guys. I got a lot of new music that I'm sitting on, and I just can't wait to share with you guys. But I'm not until one of them deals come through. I had to hit up a few labels, and we're gonna see what happens.
Listen, I'm gonna pull up on you for that Revolt joint. We're gonna pull up to that joint.
Say less.
Well,
call me. Hey, J Money. I'm gonna hit you after the show. Jzabel, we're gonna have to make this announcement and let the world know it's not a game. Boss Biz Radio is definitely gonna be. Y'all get that iHeartRadio channel. Make sure y'all liking it, following it, and definitely subscribe to the channel. I guess we out of here, y'all. I'm gonna see if
thank you. Love y'all.